man dalhin ang kapalaran, iisang bayan lang sa puso mo'y laman. Pinagmulan at babalikan, konting tiis na lang, at hanggang sa araw na yan ay asal. Kami nandito lang, sabay na pakinggan ang mga kwento nyo. Sigaw natin sa mundo, bagong bayani namin kayo. Sipag at tapang nyo, hinialay sa mundo, sinasaludo namin kayo. Pilipino, itaas ang noo, ipagmalaki mo ang galing nyo, isigaw sa mundo.
Magandang hapon UK at Europe. Magandang gabi Pilipinas. Saan man po kayo naroroon, magandang araw sa inyong lahat. Ihahatid namin sa inyo ang kwento ng iba-ibang mukha ni Juan sa special program, live streaming Juan U Konek, Kontra Corona, here on Facebook, kasama po sa YouTube. Samahan niyo kami sa mga natatanging kwento ng mga Pinoy sa Europa na mag-iiwan ng aral, impormasyon, ngiti at pag-asa. Ako po si Rose Eclarinal.
Ito ang kwentong Pinoy, kwentong migrante, kwentong Juan U Konek, Kontra Corona. I'm Atty Dias.
Corona project for 6 months. The National Lottery Community Fund is graciously funding this project to serve the Filipino communities in England, UK, and beyond. Today, we have a very special guest. First time in the history of the reality singing competition, The Voice Kids UK, na nag-uwi ng premyo ang Pinoy. Live on Juan U Connect, Pinoy Pride. The Voice Kids 2020 winner, Justine Afante. Kasama po natin siya, abangan po ninyo. And for our public service, Immigration 101, we will be joined by Crystal Dias. So, Crystal, what do you have for us this week? It's like a menu. I keep on asking you every week.
I know. Well, as part of the new digital process, the UK government has introduced a new biometric enrolment system, and that's called IDV app. So stay tuned po kasi meron akong case study, and I'll let you know the steps and how to use it later.
Thank you, Crystal. So makakasama po natin si Crystal later for Immigration 101. And because napakainit ng guest natin, mainit in terms of marami ang gustong mapakinggan at makita siya. This British Pinay singer made us all proud when she won in the reality singing competition, The Voice Kids UK, last week. Justine Afante just turned 14 and she lives in Wales with her family. Justine Afante, welcome to Juan U Connect. Magandang araw sa iyo. Hi! Welcome to the show, Justine.
I'm so grateful to be here. Thank you so much for having me. Konti lang po, but I can understand quite well too.
Namin ng mommy mo before when we were inviting you into the show na because of the pandemic, alam mo naman na maraming frontliner na Pinoy ang namatay, and because of your win ay na-uplift yung morale ng mga Filipinos. Meron tayong something to be proud of. And my first question for you is, you were in disbelief when your name was called by show host Emma Willis. She asked if you were okay, and you said you couldn't breathe. Take us back to that moment.
I think it felt so amazing, and I knew the talent was so high in the competition, and I didn't think I was going to be the winner. I know that I did the best I could in my performances, but it was up to those people in the virtual audience to see who they wanted as their winner. And I think I became friends with all of the finalists, and I knew
Mhm.
they were absolutely amazing. So that's why I was in so much shock and I couldn't breathe. I was so happy, and it was very, very emotional, and it was just an amazing memory in my head.
Wow, nandiyan yung mommy mo. Can we ask her to greet muna? Batiin muna yung mga nanonood, especially yung mga kababayan natin dyan sa Swansea, Wales.
Hello, everyone. So lovely to be here. Justine.
Hi. Batiin niyo po yung mga taga Swansea kasi alam ko malakas ang suporta ng mga kababayan natin na nakatira dyan sa Swansea.
Yes. Hello sa mga taga Swansea. I also want to greet everyone in Surrey, in Red Hill, because we used to live in there, and friends in London as well. But people in Swansea, even though they are Welsh or English, they all supported Justine. So we're also very glad and happy for their support.
So, ilan taon na po kayo nakatira sa Swansea?
Nearly 6 years.
Okay.
We were in Surrey for 11 years.
Mm-mm. So, marami rin supporters si Justine sa Surrey.
Yeah, actually, most of her godparents are in Swansea. Oh, no, sorry, are in Surrey.
Okay. You know that, let me just share this with you. That place is very special to me. Nag-aral po ako dyan sa Swansea, sa University of Wales, Swansea. Kaya marami akong mga kaibigan dyan. At yun nga po, we have a common friend. Thank you sa aking kumare, si Betchay. Burman, for connecting me with you and the family. Kung hindi dahil sa kanila ay hindi natin malolocate kaagad si Justin. Thank you so much sa kumare ko dyan and my kumpare na si Alex Villena also. Sana nanonood kayo ngayon. This wouldn't have been possible if not with your links to our kababayan. Maraming salamat. So Justin, my second question is, ito mismo lumabas sa bibig ng iyong coach, si Pixie Lot. She said, I'm so proud of you. You work so hard. The proof is in the pudding. Can you expound on that, Justin? How hard have you worked to prepare yourself for the finals?
I've worked so hard, and especially because of lockdown and all the time that we had lots of opportunities to practice and practice this. And I think that work really paid off when we actually went into the studio and actually started practicing for that too. And I think it's not as easy as some people think. If you really want to go for it, you spend all your time for it. And I think, yeah, it took a lot of effort, but it really paid off, as we all know the results.
Yes, congratulations. Well done. And kasi ang understanding natin, the battle rounds, they were done before the lockdown and there was a big gap bago kayo uli sumalang doon sa The Voice Kids UK because of the lockdown nga. So, how did you manage to prepare yourself na naka-lockdown and then mahirap lumabas, and then did you get to talk to your coach kasi kailangan mo rin maghanda for the finals?
Yeah, so yeah, we did have to work really hard, and I think with lockdown it was difficult because I think we were planning on so many different things, but it did that while it was lockdown, so many people could watch the show because some people can go outside, and I think it was very, very uplifting for all those people that were feeling down in such a tricky time.
Okay, now you are the grand winner for The Voice Kids UK. It's been a week now. People are curious about you. You guested on various shows. People probably just recognize you now on the street kung namamasyal ka with your family. How has your life changed in a span of a week?
It really has changed. At some points we thought it was quite stressful, but it's all worth it. It really is. And it just feels so surreal and so amazing because we haven't had this type of thing before, and it really does uplift our whole family too, and the amount of support is absolutely amazing, and it really has changed. I didn't think it would change this much, but it really has changed.
Give us examples. Ano yung mga pagbabago? Like, pag lumalabas ka ba, may muro na nag-stop sa'yo to ask for autograph or to have a selfie with you?
I think loads of people here are quite shy, but I can see loads of people giving me looks, like looking slightly confused or smiling at me, saying a hi, and I'm like, oh, do they watch the show?
What about you, Mommy? Ano po yung pagbabago sa buhay ninyo in the span of a week? Kasi marami kayong kaibigan, you are the one na I'm sure sumusuporta kay Justine sa pagsali niya sa The Voice Kids UK.
I think the biggest thing na naging difference from a week is yung using phones. I think I have to be honest, I've got loads of messages, invitations as well that I try to accommodate all of them, but I think because apart from those interviews, we've got some friends as well that they want to see Justine, so that's why we went to Surrey. We have to see them as well, because I know if I was the one who's a friend of someone who's who won, I probably want to see them as well, especially if I've been part of her. So accommodating all the people, all our friends is a change for me, because I never thought I'm gonna be on my phone all the time. It's just hard because I can't just ignore it. But I think I have to say I'm sorry for those some who messages me that I haven't replied quickly, because I've got loads, and sometimes they're at the bottom even though they're the first one who messaged me. So it's just hard.
Okay. So that's malaking pagbabago talaga. And napakaganda ng boses ni Justine. Even yung ibang judge, no? Sinabi naman 'yon, no? Itong sinabi ng coach mo na si Pixelot. I know how much you have grown. You didn't know you could hit notes. You're singing notes higher than Beyonce. You know, yung your song for the finals, mahirap na kanta, and then she said it's like saying you're better than Beyonce because you were hitting notes higher than her. So, ang tanong ko sa iyo, Justine, kanino ninyo namana yung ganda ng boses nyo?
I think my dad, because my dad got his voice from his dad, so they sing too, and even some of my mum's family. But my mum doesn't sing; she's more dancing. So that I think you could see in the duet that I did with Pixie in the final. I did some dancing too. There I got dancing from mommy and then the singing from dad.
Complete package. No? But who are your vocal inspirations? Sino yung mga inspirasyon mo in terms of your voice, or maybe hindi lang sa boses, but you aspire to become like that person?
I was thinking about that, and I was looking back at my other performances that I did when I was younger. I was always a big fan of actually Kelly Clarkson and Adele, and then we also have Alicia Keys, Beyonce, Whitney Houston, all the divas back then, Aretha Franklin, and then loads of Filipino singers that I'm a big fan of, especially Morissette.
Oh, Morissette, okay. Yes, talent siya ng ABS-CBN, and she's in a show back in the Philippines. She's really good as well. And yes, but did you also experience singing in yung mga local competitions, yung mga Filipino competitions? Alam mo naman yung community dyan sa Swansea, mahilig din sila mag-get together, and there are events where you can sing. Did you also go through that process, Justine?
Yeah, only we did go for mini school competitions in school.
Okay.
And that's really it. We haven't joined big competitions
But shall I interrupt? Yeah, sorry.
Sure, go ahead.
Yeah, actually, Beth invited us one time that she has to sing. I think there's one Filipina who died back home. So Beth did a fundraising, and she sang on that one. And then she was invited as well by Beth in Filipino Barrio Fiesta in here in Wales as well. But because didn't happen, and at that time we know that she's already in the Voice Kids, but we haven't told anyone. So Beth
Okay.
didn't know as well. But it was, when she asked me if Justine can sing, I was really happy because but at that time Justine can spread it, that she's already on it. But
Okay. But it didn't happen.
no.
Oh, I see.
It was
Oh,
July supposed to be.
July because nga of the lockdown na.
Yeah.
Okay. And to ask you this question naman po sa inyo, sino ang nag-encourage kay Justine na sumali sa The Voice Kids UK? Kasi yung mga ibang kababayan nating Pinoy na sumali rin sa The Voice Kids, alam natin some of them were invited, some of them were like, yung parents nila o kaibigan ng mga magulang nila ang nag-push sa kanila to join The Voice Kids. What about you, Justine?
I think, to be honest, nobody really me to do it. Like we don't have a manager, so we weren't scouted in the competition. So we applied. I think my dad saw the application and he was like, why don't we try? And then we had a talk with my dad and my mum, and then we all agreed on it, and we didn't expect it to happen this way. We were just mainly there for the experience and the fun, and then turns out we were very, very successful. So it is a blessing. It really is a blessing.
Mommy.
Most of the time, I think it's her habit, always singing in her bedroom and when the toilet. I think
Okay.
she started it when it was, locked down. She
Oo.
singing in there, and because she's singing high, it is nice for her to practice in the toilet
because
because
the
yes,
yeah, the echo and the acoustics are really
Okay.
and
So,
I think
yes.
we've got some time that it's during lockdown. Obviously, we've got some Filipinos who experienced this COVID and everything. And then one time, my son and Justine sang a song for us in a conservatory, and they sing, dance, and everything. And it was nice experience when you were down during COVID.
Yes.
that we had singing and music to light
Yes.
us up again.
Yes.
Oh, fun. Yes. And you also play instruments, Justine, no?
Yes,
Yeah.
I play quite a few. So this is the keyboard, and then so keyboard and piano and organ are different things to me. So this is the keyboard that I use, and then
Okay.
in school I do play the piano on their piano because piano's quite big. So I don't know if we have any space in here. Yeah, and then I also learnt the organ too. The teacher in church, yes, and I think I also play the guitar, which is quite. I think
Wow.
two over there, and
Yes.
I play my ukulele, and then I've been learning the trumpet too. So I think it's because I wanna expand stuff because you can have a backing track, you can have a karaoke.
Yes.
It's nice if you can play an instrument with it, so
Yes.
multitasking, and I think that's how I want to learn because it's good for the future if you want to do songwriting, if you want to become a music producer or anything like that, then learning instruments is the way to go.
Okay, speaking about instruments and singing, baka naman you can sing for us, Justin. Is that too much to ask?
No, it's okay.
Okay. Thank you. Any song? Ayoko mag-request kasi nahihiya ako to request a special song. But any song that you like to sing for us, we would really appreciate it.
Okay, I actually have I have the words here.
Okay.
I'll just do the first verse and the chorus. If that's it. It's Christina Aguilera. It's The Voice Within.
Okay.
Song because the meaning is really, really nice. And I think when it comes to music, if you can't show and tell people your emotion, then you can always sing it and find yourself too with the song. So I think it's really nice. So it's called The Voice Within by Christina Aguilera.
Okay.
Young girl, don't cry. I'll be right here when your world starts what's the fun? Young girl, it's alright. Your tears will dry. You'll soon be free to fly. When you're safe inside your room, you tend to dream of a place where nothing harder than it seems. No one ever wants or bothers to explain of the heartache life can bring and what it means when there's no one else. Look inside yourself like your oldest friend. Just trust the voice within. Know then you'll find the strength that will guide your way, and you will learn to begin to trust the voice within. Thank you.
Thank you, Justine. Your mommy must be so proud. Maraming salamat for that. Anyway, hindi pa po tayo tapos. Let's watch this first. Ito po sa mga nanonood ng One You Connect sa Facebook and YouTube. Yung hindi pa po nagsusubscribe sa atin sa YouTube, please watch this. Magbabalik po kami after this break. Okay? Stay tuned. Hi! We're back! Nagbabalik po ang One You Connect. Nandito pa rin po tayo sa programang ito. And kasama natin live po mula sa Swansea, Wales, The Voice Kids 2020 winner Justine Afante at ang kanya pong mami na si Rinea Afante. Yes, back onto the show. Ngayon, ang gusto nating malaman, Justine, kasi alam mo naman, panahon ng pandemic, and as I said, yung pagkapanalo mo talaga is magandang timing in a sense na merong naka-inspire sa mga kababayan natin, lalo na sa mga frontliners. Your mom is a frontliner, tama po ba?
Yes, yes, sir.
Okay. So what do you do po?
I'm a radiographer.
Yes?
Yes, I work in NHS as well. Yeah, I work in a screening unit for specialized in breast.
Oh, wow. Salamat po sa lahat ng sa trabaho ninyo during the pandemic. Saludo po tayo sa ating mga kababayang frontliner, and the Kontra Corona project of One You Connect is honoring and uplifting our kababayans, lalo na po ang mga frontliner. So Justine, how much of your success is because of your parents? How much do you owe them? Because, you know, they must have supported you. Hindi biro yung pumunta-punta kayo sa London, mag-absent sila sa trabaho, samahan ka sa mga gig mo or sa mga practice mo. So, tell us.
I think everything that I've gone through in The Voice Kids is because of my parents. If they didn't help me and support me, if they didn't bring me everywhere, then this wouldn't have happened. And so I think everything happened because of my parents, and that's everything I owe to them later on too.
Oh, i-correct din po natin, or maybe you can, you want to expound on it. Si Justine, pati na yung mga 5 finalists sa The Voice Kids will go to Orlando as a prize. Tama po?
Yeah, the
Yes.
four.
Yes. Yung silang lahat ay pupunta sa Orlando as part of the prize. Pero si Justine, meron din siyang take home na 30,000 pounds of bursary.
Bursary.
Yes, hindi po yun cash kasi baka marami na pong mangutang sa inyo. Because there's a lot of money in the Philippines. So tell us about it. Paano sila ba ang pipili ng eskwelahan or an institution where you, Justine, will be trained as a singer or as a musician?
I'm not sure, but I think when it comes to, I think musical education too, but I'm not sure if it's linked to, if you want to buy stuff that's linked with music, like maybe learning like new instruments, going to lessons. I'm not sure what's included yet, but if we do find out, then I'm pretty sure it's going to be linked to music, and we'll see what happens from there then.
Okay. So, Mommy, would you like to tell your kababayan yung mga gustong mangutang sa inyo? Joke lang yan, ha? Kasi alam mo naman yung mga Pinoy, minsan exaggerate yung balita.
Yes.
Lang dumadami na yung mga kaibigan ninyo na gustong makasama kayo, makilala kayo, and all that. Plus, because of this idea nga na, madami silang pera ngayong panahon.
Wish lang may 30,000 pounds na take home, but it's
na cash.
Yeah, it's actually a bursary, which is a good thing kasi it's for her. We'll know sometimes, mom use their money, but for this time, it's just good that at least she've got a way na ma-use talaga niya yung music niya kasi she've got a fund for it. That we don't have to worry about. So sa kanya yung gagamitin through music, which is a good thing, but we can't, have it. It's for her in the future.
That's great. So alam talaga natin na mapupunta siya para sa kung ano yung pangarap ni Justine, which is, to develop her further. Justine, ano pa yung mga gusto mong gawin ngayon na ikaw yung grand winner ng The Voice Kids? Kasi naabot mo na yung pangarap mo na ikaw yung maging grand champion. Ano pa yung mga gusto mong maabot?
There's so many dreams that I've got, and I think being the winner of The Voice Kids is a tick for that one, because that's a big dream come true. And I think I want to experiment when it comes to music now. I've always been a big fan of record like with a recording mic and in the studio. I've always been a big fan of that, but I want to keep doing it because it's so much fun, and I think I want to get back in the studio. I need to find a place to do that, and it's also been a big dream. When I went to the show, I know loads of people that got managers and they've got big opportunities opened up to them, and I feel like it's a dream to get a manager that will manage us well and that will open up to us and give us new opportunities in the future. That's an absolute dream. And I think, recording, and I want to get into songwriting, hopefully writing my own songs. And now that I can play instruments, I can play along with that too. So there's lots of dreams that I'd want to achieve in the future, loads of goals. So hopefully I'll be able to do that.
Okay, you're only 14, so marami ka pa talagang ma-achieve, Justine. Parang nag-open lang yung opportunities for you because of The Voice Kids UK, no? Pwede ba nating basahin yung mga pagbati ng mga kababayan natin na nanonood now? I think, yes, because Jad, is there an opportunity for us to see kung ano itong mga greetings ng kababayan natin? Kung sino yung mga bumabati kay Justine, mga nanonood? We have here MJ David is watching. Salamat, MJ. Sino pa ba yung mga nandito na babatiin natin? Carmen Hickey, mahilig talaga, sumusuporta talaga sa atin ito, taga Kent. Dan Revelo, thank you for watching. Siyempre, ang atin pong associate producer, kahit mayroong football match ang kanyang anak, ay nag-monitor din at nanunood. Jay Montelibano MacLeod, thank you for watching, thank you for tuning in. Sa mga babati po kay Justine ngayon, please, just post it at hopefully ay mabasa natin. Dennis, ang kaibigan ko, long lost friend, di naman. Matagal ko kasi siyang di nakita. Dennis Marquez, hi Justine. Hi. We are so proud of you. Taga London po ito.
Thank you.
Arlene Blanco, Miranda Cox, congratulations Justine. watching from London also. How about yung mga taga Swansea? Nasaan yung Swansea force natin, mga kaibigan natin dyan sa Swansea? You know, Swansea is really one of my favorite places in the UK kasi nga po, nag-aral ako dyan, tumira ako dyan, marami akong kaibigan, and the Filipino community dyan ay masyadong close-knit. You know, lalo na yung presidente nila na nag-retire na at umuwi po sa Pilipinas. Ang ating kaibigan, Junjun Medran, nasa London ba kayo, Junjun? Wow, congrats, Justin, watching here. Maraming salamat po sa inyo. Mag-message po kayo. But can I just say now, na yun pong mga mag-stick to us, dito kay sa panonood ng One You Connect, mamimigay po kami ng Mitch Disunya mask. Kasi si Mitch ay sumusuporta din po siya sa mga kababayan nating frontliner. Ito po, message us and say you're watching from the beginning to end. So we'll see that in the beginning. At yung taga-UK muna po ang bibigyan natin. Look, Justin. We'll send you one, Justin. We'll send you one para kung lalabas ka, magmamask ka. Ito. Oh, di ba?
It's very pretty.
Yes, this is from Mitch Disunya. This is a mask that she donated para po sa sumusuporta ng mga One You Connect at saka po sa mga frontliners natin. So, if you want to have this, just message us up to the end of the show. So, we will choose two. Makikita po ninyo yan. And of course, si Justin will give her. Kasi, I'm sure this is nothing. Wala naman ito sa iyo compared sa 30,000 pounds mo, Justin. But consider it for keepsake lang ito. Sino pa yung mga nanonood? At mayroon pa ba kayong gustong batiin, Justin and Renea?
I think we've seen, do you know Victoria from The Voice Kids, one of the finalists? I think I saw her mum watching, so I want to say...
Oh, Victoria Alcina.
Yeah.
Hi, Victoria Alcina. She will be joining One You Connect next week. So we will have her on the show. So, Justin, tanong ko lang, yung mga kasama sa mga British Pinoy at saka Irish Pinoy na kasama sa The Voice Kids, magkakakilala kayo?
Yes, so I think when we went onto the show, but we became friends with Josh, especially because he was in my team, so we spent more time with them. But yes, every single Filipino I think I've kept in touch with. And I think with Victoria too, because she was in the finals, so we got to spend a lot of time with her. And I get along with all their parents, and we all became like a big Filipino family.
Big family.
Yeah.
Oh, and I think this is also the year na maraming Pinoy na nakapasok sa battle round.
Yeah.
And the finals itself, tatlo, tama ba? Dalawa?
Dalawa pa.
Sa semifinals, tatlo kayo, correct?
Pa.
Oo, so ang galing ng mga Pinoy. Alam mo, proud talaga tayo sa kanila and hindi mararating ng mga kabataang Pinoy ito kung hindi dahil sa kanilang mga magulang.
Yeah.
And marami doon, like si Joshua Regala, we know na frontliners din yung kanyang mga magulang. So we salute you. And Joshua, thank you for guesting on our show. Good luck sa iyo. And sino pa ba, Justin, ang pwede nating batiin dito bago ko kayo, before we say goodbye to you? Because I know that meron pa kayong appointment and we're so fortunate at grateful sa inyo na pinagbigyan nyo po kami kahit na mamamash.
Yes. Thank you for having us. We
Yes.
feel so good. Thank you pa.
Thank you sa inyo. Maraming salamat. Ito, marami pa tayong mensahe. O ayan, si Mitch Disunya na nag-donate ng mask sa atin for our kababayan sa nanood ng One You Connect ay nanonood din. Thank you, Mitch Disunya, for all this. Maraming salamat. Kasi may iba talaga, malaki din yung difference if you're wearing a mask na hindi yung para kang pupunta ng ospital. So malaki boost sa yung fashion statement. So there you go. Thank you, Mitch. Ipapadala natin ito doon sa mga mapipili natin na dalawa na greeters ng One You Connect. So,
Rose, sorry, Rose.
let's go ahead.
Something. I just
Yes.
like to say thank you for my cousin who lives in Wolverhampton, Grace Tusi. She's watching at the moment. We've got some friends from Swansea as well, Lucinda Flores and Leo Ginto. They're watching, and Rodel Visponte. I've just saw them.
Ay, salamat po sa panunood ninyo, mga taga Swansea, Wales. You know yung kasabihan na it takes a village to raise a child. I think for the Filipino community, it's so true kasi yung mga events po natin like yung singing contest, mga barrio fiesta natin, maliit o malaki, it provides a platform for the kids to develop their talent. At syempre, dahil nasa community, sa Filipino community tayo, ay tumutulong po yung mga kababayan natin, masipag sila mag-promote ng Filipino talents. At dyan sa The Voice Kids na yan, marami tayong natatanggap na mensahe to promote, to support yung mga British Pinoy na kasali. So maraming salamat po sa Filipino community all over UK and all over the world na sumuporta po kay Justine. Maging doon sa mga, yes, maraming salamat sa inyo. Si Mabuhay ang Afante family from our associate producer, Jay. Nanunood din ang aking napakagandang kumare, Marites Allen. Thank you for watching.
Thank you.
Sa UK ngayon. And yung mga hindi po natin nabate na mga taga Swansea, Wales at mga kamag-anak, kaibigan ni Justine, maraming salamat po sa inyo for supporting Justine and for tuning into the show. Kaya lang, limitado po yung oras natin, kaya meron pa po tayong isang segment, Immigration 101. So Justine, siguro kung may maidadagdag ka pa, ang tanong ko sa iyo at sa mami mo, ano yung takeaway mo? What have you learned dito sa journey mo sa The Voice Kids UK that you would like to share sa mga kababayan natin, especially yung mga kabataan na gusto rin marating kung ano yung narating mong success?
I think, but the main thing that I learned from the show is confidence, believing myself, knowing that I can do it. And it feels even more special that celebrity coaches have told me that I can. And I think to those people who are feeling down, and to the young like me who are getting put down or are worried about what they're thinking, I think you go for what you want to do. And you have to make sure that you believe in yourself before others do, because you're the only one that can take you anywhere you want to go. And I think that's what it is. Self-belief and confidence. Not overconfidence, but the right amount to get you far in life. So that's what I learned from the show.
About you, Mommy, ano naman po ang pwede mo nyong ibahagi doon sa mga magulang na gusto din na maging katulad ni Justine Afante ang anak nila?
I think sa na-experience ko, support is the best thing. Marami sa ating mga Filipino na, lack of support from parents. I think you have to support your child. We're just here to support them. Obviously, it's up to them. Who they are the one who make all these things possible. Even though she had some lessons or whatever, if the child couldn't take it in, or any advice from parents, I think it's more on the child who can pursue with everything. But it's not just us to just tell them what to do. We have to feel what they feel as well. Don't want them to push so hard. I think it should be mutual understanding. We should talk. If we got problems, talk about it, and any plans, I think it has to be consented with her as well, and then we have to advise her for some other things. So I think for parents, it is good to support your children.
Okay. And Justine, panghuli na lang, bigyan mo naman kami ng idea kung paano ba si Pixelot bilang coach. Ano yung pwede mong ibahagi sa mga kababayan natin na nagfa-follow sa kanya? What is she like really behind the scenes, or na hindi yung hindi nakikita ng camera?
No words can describe how nice she is, but she is just as nice as she is on TV. And she is an extra confidence boost. And not only that, her voice is absolutely amazing too. And I was very lucky that I got to sing with her. But she's so nice, she's so humble, and considering she is a celebrity, she's still got that nice attitude there, which is why so many people like her. And that's why we love her too. And she is an amazing person in general. And yeah, we're very lucky that we got to meet her and become friends with her too, because she is really nice. She's lovely. She really is.
She went to Wales, diba? Sa Swansea. I saw some video.
Yes.
She went to us. Luckily, my parents actually, they knew about it, but I didn't know, and it was a surprise. And so they hid it from me.
Oh, Okay, so shout out na po kayo, and then yung parting words that you would like to leave for our kababayans. Go ahead, Justin and Rinea.
Okay, so I want to thank obviously everybody on here too. Thank you, Pot, for having us. Thank you to all those lovely people who are commenting nice things and very, very supportive. We're very, very grateful. We want to thank all of our friends from all around the world too, especially from Swansea, from Surrey, and everywhere. We want to thank everybody. And also our cousins in the Philippines and our family in the Philippines and all the Filipino supporters out there, because I think it was really, really nice that we got this opportunity to have a success in the UK, and it really shows that we're all together in this, and it shows our Filipino pride. So thank you, everybody, and I'm so, so grateful for everything.
Thank you. And Mommy?
I think sinabi niya na lahat. Well, thank you. It's just so nice na at this point, iba yung pakiramdam ng mga tao, especially during COVID, na we all know marami yung hindi nag-successful in life due to COVID. And this is one thing that really good happened to us. I think we just thought 2020 is going to be hard for us. But now, because of this, we thank you, Lord, for giving these opportunities to help us, all the Filipinos, uplift. It's a Pinoy pride. I can't really explain it, but we're so happy with all your supports. Rose, thank you. Beth, thank you. And everyone in there, thank you for having us. And it's so nice that we can just, voice it out, how proud we are and how happy we are for all your support. Thank you.
Maraming salamat po, mga kaibigan. Thank you so much for... Yes, go ahead, Justin.
Salamat lang po.
Salamat. Maraming salamat po. So, we had on the show Justine Afante and Rinea Afante. Si Justin po ang kauna-unahang Pinay na nanalo at nag-uwi ng premyo ng The Voice Kids UK. Ayan, nangingilabot ako. Maraming salamat. Thank you for this opportunity and for joining us this afternoon. We will keep in touch with you, Justin, and we'll send you the mask. Salamat and have a good day. Magbabalik po ang One You Connect. Bye. And sa iyo rin. Yes, Mommy, of course.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
See you later. Okay. Magbabalik po ang One You Connect. Yes, we're back on One You Connect. And we have here our beautiful solicitor, Crystal Dias. Crystal, please take it away. Medyo a little bit overtime tayo kay Justin kasi ang daming greetings sa kanya, ang daming mga pagbati, ang daming congratulations. And of course, we're keen to know yung sikreto ng nanay niya, no? Yung sikreto in raising a child like Justin, because mayroon din tayong mga batang anak, 7 years old, 8 years old. And Darcy, your daughter, is same age as Justin.
Correct. Darcy is 14 years old, and she plays the piano. Pero for someone to have like a daughter like Justine, who's very talented, very skilled, I would be a very proud mom. Of course, I'm proud of my daughter, but obviously this is another level. So congratulations to Justine and Rinea. Kasi yung mother, si Rinea, I don't think she's a pushy mom. She actually just, honed yung talent ni Justine, perhaps from a very young age. That's why, she developed in this beautiful singer. So yes, many congratulations once again. I enjoyed that thoroughly, by the way.
Okay, now on to your segment. Please take it away.
Okay. So today po, on Immigration 101 segment, I'm Crystal Dias, And I'll be discussing today about the new measure introduced by the Home Office in relation to biometric enrollment. For UK-based applicants, UKVI has temporarily changed the way it processes applications in response to COVID-19. For some customers, this involves reusing biometrics, that's fingerprints and photograph, that have been recorded in a previous application as part of the process to verify an applicant's identity. This new process and the technology to support was launched in August. As part of this new digital process, UKVI and UKVCAS, that's UK Visa and Citizenship Application Services, have worked together to develop a way to submit facial images using a new identity verification app known as IDV app. Customers who are eligible for biometric reuse will be invited to use the IDV app in phased approach. This temporary measure will benefit many customers who have been affected by COVID-19, related closures of UKVCAS service points, and the reduced capacity of those that have reopened since March this year. One of the customers is my guest today. Her name is Risa Basa. Hello, Risa. Are you there? So, Risa, good afternoon po, and thank you very much for joining us here today on Sunday.
You're very welcome.
And you've been very patient po, waiting for your turn. So, but I ask you today because you were selected to use the IDV app. So, how are you today po, first of all?
Very well po. Thank you po. Thank you din po for inviting me to share my experience about using the new app.
Yes. Well, it is a very exciting new measure na in-undertake ng Home Office because of the COVID-19 situation dito sa UK. So, I'd like to ask po, kailan kayo dumating dito sa UK?
That was 10 years ago po, so 2010.
Okay. So, meron na po ba kayong partner dito sa UK?
Yes po.
And you have children, ho?
Yes po. I have 2 children po. Yung panganay ko po is 4 years old and the youngest is 2 years old.
Oh, kumakanta din po ba sila? Katulad kay Justine?
Yung bunso po, baka ako sakali.
Well, you would know straight away kung meron silang talent, di ba? Okay po. As you know, 2020, lahat po nag-change sa atin because of the pandemic. And yes, explain niyo po sa mga nanonood sa atin po, ano pong experience ninyo during the pandemic?
Very challenging. Is hard po kasi po that time during the lockdown we had all the symptoms except po na fever, pero po yung daughter ko po, she has a fever, so we managed to see the doctor po nung time na po yun. So the doctor said hindi dapat ko siyang tingnan because we are also trying to protect ourselves and the patient, pero po tinanggap pa rin po nila yung anak ko po na to check if it's COVID or just the normal flu. So thankfully
ano po sabi nila?
Thankfully po is normal flu lang po siya. So hindi po siya COVID. Pero lahat po ng symptoms except nga po ng fever, meron po kaming 4. So especially po for shopping food, my partner luckily have some friends. So they will message us kung ano po yung kailangan namin and then they will just call us kung yung pong food is nasa labas na po. So mahirap po siya. We even if it's sunny day, we don't really want to go out kasi po takot po kami. So hindi po namin nakikita yung kalaban. So especially po meron po kaming children, so they need the fresh air and sunlight. So it's very hard po.
Tama po kayo kasi especially kung meron kayong dalawang bata, it's hard to keep them indoors.
Opo.
You know, mga toddlers sila. So kailangan talaga nilang lumabas din, but you have to be very careful. Kasi nga, as sinabi nyo, yung symptoms, sometimes mild lang, sometimes wala talaga, and then you end up being positive ang ano ninyo. Ang,
Yes. We just tried to make it fun pag nasa loob po kami ng bahay. Kaya lang po, so kung isipin nyo po, you will do the same thing every day. So, medyo boring po.
So, nagtrabaho po kayo, di ba? So, how COVID-19 po affected yung trabaho ninyo?
Nag-stop po ako kasi nag-isolate po kami for 14 days. So, stop po ako 14 days. And then, my employer said, it's okay, you can stay for a couple of weeks more. But I'm so lucky po kasi I still get my salary during those times po. So it helps a bit po, but imagining nasa loob lang po kayo ng bahay for 2 months, 3 months is hindi po siya masaya, kung yung the term po is hindi po siya masaya. Kasi kailangan po namin ng I mean, we are receiving benefits, which is helpful po. But we also need to get out, yun po, to get the
para bang new normal niyo po yun, yung ina-adjust niyo po yung bagong
so kahit po ngayon, so medyo ilang pa po kaming lumabas. Especially nag-start na po yung school. So hopefully maging okay na po.
So yung panganay niyo po mag-start ng reception na ba siya o?
Yes po.
Okay. Well, yan na nga po, ang daming mga parents na para ba silang natatakot because of starting ng school. The same with my son, he started last week and my daughter next week. So we're hoping that the schools would be prepared na nga for this times. Pero I'm glad everything is okay po sa inyo. So regarding sa immigration status niyo po, so before nag-apply tayo, you had your biometric enrollment. So saan po ginawa yung ninyo, yung biometric enrollment ninyo?
Bali, nagpunta po ako personally sa post office po, somewhere in Croydon. So,
anong nangyari po doon nung ginawa? Kasi yun po ang, if you like, yung old na way, yung take ng biometric ninyo.
Same lang po siya sa app na they will take your photos, but ang big difference po is I have to pay yung pong sa post office, and then the fingerprint po, which is dun sa new app, you don't have the fingerprint po. So
yes.
Apo.
So yun nga po, that's the last time. Ngayon this time nag-apply po tayo to extend yung visa ninyo, and you were selected to use po itong new app, yung IDV app. I will explain po later how it works. Pero Chad, can we have a demonstration ni Risa how it works? So let's have a look. So you're logging in na yung sa app ninyo na i-download ninyo.
Opo.
Risa, ano po ba yung phone ninyo? Anong klase? Android o iPhone?
iPhone po.
And in-upload nyo po din yung app using sa ano ba yan? App Store?
Opo.
Okay.
Opo.
Ayan, i-take na po yung picture ninyo. Ang galing niya, tignan nyo. So, pina-follow niyo po yung instructions sa app kung anong kailangan nyo gawin.
Yes po.
Yes. So, explain ko po yan mamaya kung anong ginagawa ninyo. So, ang next na kailangan nyong i-follow, yung next step, would be yung travel document, yung
yes po.
passport ninyo. Yes.
Opo.
Yun po ang kailangan. So, kailangan kayo ang ipapakita,
Yes
yung
po.
mukha ninyo sa app, and then yung passport ninyo. Yun ang
Yes.
importante. Okay. Well, thank you very much for sharing po yung experience nyo sa amin. And it's very important po na ipakita natin sa mga kababayan how it works. So let me
Thank you
just
po.
explain. So thank you very much po for joining the show today.
Thank you po. You're very welcome po.
Okay. So Chad, can we have the slide, please? So basically po, the IDV app or the Identity Verification app, it's actually fully approved by UKVI. I think there's a slide before that, Chad. Can you show it, please? That's it. So it is fully approved by UKVI. It is safe and secure to use. It saves time and money. And it's easy to use, as demonstrated by Visa. Now, what happens is that when you're selected, you will get an email from the Home Office to confirm as to whether or not you will be eligible to use the IDV app. Now, next slide, Chad, please. Now, what you need to have with you is that you need to log in sa app po. You need to have yung username and password and your unique application number, UAN, the 16-digit number. Kasi po, you have to make the application online. When you submit your application, you will be given the 16-digit number. You will also need to take photos of your documents and upload the files. Now, once you have submitted the documents, you need to do the ID verification check. And this is the most important po. Now, come back to me, Chad, please. So basically, kapag nasa app na kayo, you will need to select an ID verification from the menu sa app. And at the bottom of the screen on. So to check you are who you say you are. So that's called the ID verification. So you have to be there. You need to send a photo of your face, a photo of your travel document. So how to prove your identity? Ganito po yun. You have to do a selfie. Yung pinakita kanina ni Risa sa video, she was holding her phone na ganyan and showed her face. So you just have to follow the simple instructions. And if you're happy with the photo, then tap continue. Now you need to do a liveness check. Children under 10 do not need to do a liveness check. Tap liveness check on your app. Now follow the simple instructions from the voice on the IDV app. Turn your head from side to side, ganyan. You have to do it slowly, okay? Or up and down as instructed. Now tap continue when you see the green tick. And that means you're happy with it and you've done it, okay? Now, you may end up having taken a few attempts, so keep trying po. Once you're finished, a green tick will appear next to, and then next take a picture of your face. Now, travel documents, basically that would be your passport. You need to take a photo of your travel documents, select photograph of your travel document on the menu, and then choose the type of document from the list. Usually it's your passport. So kanina, we didn't actually show Risa's passport for privacy reason, but she took out her passport and took a photo of it. So tap take photo, and then once complete, meron pong green tick na makikita. So submitting the application, so you need to upload yung mga documents. So once you've uploaded all the documents and photo and completed the ID verification, you can then submit it. So if application is ready to submit, the submit button will be red. If submit button is gray, you are missing some mandatory documents. So you have to make sure you have uploaded yung mga mandatory documents, or have not completed if you haven't completed the ID verification check, you will not be able to submit it. It is your responsibility to upload documents, and you have to read the declaration, and once you read it, then you can submit the application. It's very easy to use. Now, when you get the email from the Home Office, you will be then told what to do. They will send you a video to watch, and then follow the simple instructions before you can use the app. If you do have problems uploading the app, or you're unable to use a device, yung kung wala kayong mobile phone, you need to contact the Home Office and then make an appointment sa normal service point nila. Okay, can we go back to my slide, Chad, please, just for the last bit? Okay, so just to note po, not all are eligible to use the IDV app. The Home Office can request other applicants to book their biometric enrollment using the service point. This means personal attendance at one of the Home Office designated venue. There are free appointments, but always not available. When you actually go onto their Soprasteria, the contractor's website, all the available dates na free ay wala na. So what you will end up doing will be booking appointments that which is not free of charge. So you will have to pay for the appointment. As Risa said, she had to pay when she went to the post office last time. But the app is free. Yun ang advantage. But if you end up using the biometric enrollment via the service point, you will have to pay. But the fees depend on the time of the day. The standard fee is £110. But can you imagine if you're a family of 3, which I had not long ago, they had the option of paying either £200 between the hours of 10 to 12, or £400 from 5 o'clock. Obviously, they chose yung mas cheap na charge. So you will just have to wait until you get an email from the Home Office if you are unable to book your biometric enrollment. They are aware that you have made a submission online, but you just need to wait for that email. Okay? And I think that's the time we have for today. If you have any questions about the IDV, and if you need help using that, please go to a qualified solicitor or a regulated immigration advisor. You just need to check for ang Law Society website if they are registered, or the OICE website nila. So that's it for today, Ms. Eclarinal.
Thank you so much, Crystal, and maraming salamat din, Riza, for joining us this afternoon, sharing your story, at sana ang buong pamilya nyo ay okay na at wala na itong di na bagbabalik yung COVID, any symptoms, kasi nakakatakot, hindi ba, lalo na kung mayroon kang maliliit na anak. Now, yun pong discussion ni Crystal kasama si Riza ay i-upload po natin ang segment na ito, Immigration 101 with Crystal Dias, sa YouTube. Kaya yung mga hindi pa po nagpa-follow sa aming YouTube, ay please follow us, click and like, follow us, at makikita po ninyo itong mga advice, at ito po ay i-upload namin kinabukasan after the live show. So that's it for our Immigration 101. I think this week is kind of busy for us, Crystal, because we have good news. We are back to filming our docuseries Actually, kasi po, alam naman ninyo na every end of the month ay meron po kaming One You Connect special. But due to the lockdown, we weren't able to film anything. And we started doing live streaming. Ngayon po, dahil sa aming Kontra Corona project, ay nagsimula na po kaming mag-shoot sa labas kasama, of course, ang buong team ng One You Connect dito po sa UK. Pinangunahan syempre ng ating mga kasama sa pag-shoot, ang ating Director of Photography, si 30 Ado, Associate Producer natin, si J. Montelibiano MacLeod, at kwento po ng ating mga kababayan, yan po ang bida sa ating docu-series One You Connect Kontra Corona. So abangan po ninyo, the first installment will be at the end of the month. Ngayon pong pagtatapos ng Setyembre, last Sunday of the month, wala po yung live streaming natin. Ang mapapanood po ninyo itong first part ng ating docu-series. Kaya, Crystal, marami tayong pasasalamatan because was it last Friday that we had a shoot, the first shoot?
Yes, that was very exciting, and actually it's the first time I saw you personally, like in body and soul. You know, I mean, I know I've seen you virtually, but for the first time it was really nice to see everyone you know, in London. And I'm so grateful that we're all, you know, healthy and well, and that we can start filming itong docu-series natin. And of course, we would like to thank the National Lottery Community Fund for making it possible for One You Connect
to do this documentary, because para po ito sa mga kababayan natin sa England, UK and beyond, for to share with them education, information, to inspire them and to better connect with the Filipino community ngayon pong panahon ng pandemic. Kaya gusto ko pong pasalamatan, shout out sa ating glam team, mga kaibigan po natin ito since I started, since I moved to London. May kumare si Teresa. Tere Beauty Salon sa Kilburn po yan. Ang ating ring kaibigan si Jay Cheng. Manila Supermarket, marami pong salamat. Of course, ang iyong trainee solicitor.
I was going to say, we both know this gentleman, Mr. Christopher Cabral, who actually took the video of Risa demonstrating how to use the app.
Of course. At ang mga kaibigan ko po sa Swansea, Wales, kung saan I spent 1 full year to do my master's, because I had a tour when I was doing my master's. So maraming salamat for connecting me to the family of Justine Afante. Kaya ako nagawa po yung storya sa TV Patrol sa ABS-CBN, ang success story ng family ni Justine sa The Voice Kids UK. Thank you sa aking kumare Beth Burman, and of course my kumpare Alex Villena for connecting me to the Afante family, and of course sa pamilya ni Justine. Sobra, as mentioned nga ng mami ni Justine, maraming gustong makipag-appointment sa kanila, makipagkita, magpa-picture kay Justine na kailangan nilang pagbigyan. This afternoon ay kailangan nila ring lumabas because meron silang bisita, but they were so gracious to guest on our show para lang po ma-inspire lalo yung mga kababayan natin. So, thank you so much, Afante family. Next week, we have a full show also. We will have Victoria Alcina at ang kanyang pamilya also to inspire kababayan at to share their story as a family and yung journey rin niya sa The Voice Kids UK. Sana wala na po tayong mga nakalimutang pasalamatan. Ang ating mga masugid na supporters sa One You Connect, yun pong sumubaybay sa amin from beginning to the end of the show, ay mabibigyan po namin ng Mitch Disunya fashion mask. There. Ayan po. Si Mitch,
that's actually really amazing. She's a designer in Cebu, right?
No, in the Philippines. Mitch.
Yeah, Cebu, Philippines. Yeah.
No, not Cebu. In Metro Manila.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Oh, so you thought all along na si Mitch taga Cebu?
Yes, I thought she was.
No, no, no. She's based in, maybe you're thinking of another designer. But maraming salamat. Shout out sa ating kaibigan Mitch Desunia. Para po ito sa mga sumusubaybay ng One You Connect. Thank you for supporting the show. Dahil ito po ay para inspirasyon sa ating mga kababayang frontliner at ang mga kababayan natin dito sa UK, sa Europa na kumbaga sa bagyo sinasalanta ng pandemya. But we all have to fight on, soldier on. Hindi pa po tapos yung pandemic. So, let me just share with you, nung Friday, nakalimutan ko pong mag-tap kasi first time ko rin gumamit ng public transport. Kasi dati hindi malakas yung loob ko to use the public transport kasi nga, you know, yung virus. Pero ito, kailangan natin pa konti-konti go back to normal, to the life that we're used to. So, I had to use the train, the tube, and nakalimutan ko mag-tap. And when I was going out, sabi ko dun sa supervisor, I said, I forgot. And he said, oh, because you're wearing a beautiful mask, I will let you go. That's the prettiest mask I've seen for the day and for the whole time that I've been assigned here. So you can go. Just don't forget later you have to tap, okay? Or else you will be charged. So thank you so much for the supporters of One You Connect. Sa mga kababayan po natin na sana po na nanonood, sana po ay magsilbing inspirasyon ang mga kwento ng ating kababayan. And of course, for Immigration 101, maganda ang ibinahagi sa atin ngayon ni Solicitor Crystal Dias. Do we have to greet some more, Crystal, before we go?
I can see from our Carmen Hickey, of course.
Yes.
We have Evelyn Navida Baltazar. Thank you for very inspiring features in One You Connect. We also have Darmin earlier. I saw Darmin. And June Season. Hello po. Hi. So saying hello to June Season. Like COVID. But he's doing very well now in terms of his employment. And also, who else do we have? Dennis and Joan Marquez. So yes, thank you very much. Very informative,
very
segment.
informative
So, thank
segment.
you.
Yes. Okay, andyan si Arlene Morley. Nanonood din ka. Dan Rebelo is back. Dan, thank you for watching. And of course, yung mga hindi po natin nabate, sana ay wag kayo magtampo. We will have time for that sometime later. I mean next week, hindi baka po mag-abang kayo later. I mean next week kasi every Sunday yung live streaming natin. Proud to be a Filipino, mabuhay. Danny Muyot, salamat Danny. And who else? Yun pong gustong makakuha ng ating mask na ito, na high fashion mask ni Mitch Desunia, you have to message us here. Uunahin po namin yung mga tumutok from beginning to end at yung mga taga United Kingdom para po ma-email namin sa inyo kaagad at matanggap po ninyo, magamit nyo na at swertehin kayo katulad ko na amazed yung minder or yung supervisor on the tube at hindi niya ako binigyan ng sakit ng ulo or fine for forgetting.
Because you're wearing Mitch Desunia mask.
Yeah, so I think that's it for the day. Maraming salamat po mga kababayan, mga sumuporta po sa atin today, nanood, nag-share. Don't forget to follow us on YouTube as well at to like our page. Patuloy po kami sa paglilingkod sa inyo sa buong 6 months po ng Kontra Corona. Kasama po namin kayo sa pagkonekta sa mga Pinoy sa Europa ngayong panahon ng pandemya. Ang kwento ni Juan sa Europa ay kwento ng bawat Pilipino sa iba-ibang sulok ng mundo.
We hope we have left you something useful, something informative, and entertaining.
Thank you to the National Lottery Community Fund for being the funder in this Contra Corona project. Kabayan, we will be serving you in the next 6 months. Ako po si Rose Eclarinal.
And I'm Crystal Dias.
Hanggang sa muli sa One You Connect.
The One You Connect.
Saan ka man dalhin ang kapalaran, Iisang bayan lang sa puso mo'y laman, pinagmulan at babalikan. Konting tiis na lang at hanggang sa araw na yan ay asal. Kami